I hope all of you are doing very well. Today it is our 250th video, and in this also I would like to highlight the importance of chakra healing. You see, I have been talking about chakra healing and how it can cure our physical ailments and mental negative emotions. Many are convinced now that by healing your chakras, the physical ailments can be removed. Okay, that much of understanding has come among the people. But still, some are having the doubt. What is the doubt? How can chakra healing heal the wounds of the mind? What do you mean by wounds of the mind? The negative emotions. How can that be removed just by healing your chakras? This is there in the minds of many people. So I took it upon myself as my duty to explain this to everyone, and hence is this video. Okay, so see, I can very well explain to you by taking 2 or 3 simple examples. See, when the child is growing, imagine a child in the house, a female child. Her parents are going to work. She is just 2 years old, 3 years old. She has not yet started going to school. And there is a grandmother in the house. And so the parents are leaving her in the under the care of the grandmother, and they are going. Now this girl is playing outside here and there. The grandma is very tired, very old. She is sleeping all the time during the daytime also. So this girl is being watched by some antisocial people in the surrounding. Some let's assume that a guy finds his way into the house and she is being sexually harassed. A small child. Imagine a 3-year-old child being sexually harassed. And above that, the fellow is intimidating her, threatening her, emotionally blackmailing her, saying that if you open your mouth, I will kill you tomorrow. Don't say all these things to your parents. What will be the mental status of that child? Just imagine. As I am talking now in the video, at the same time, this child abuse, molestation, all these things are happening all over the world. So, how much of suffering the child is undergoing? Just imagine. Now, this is called childhood trauma, isn't it? Childhood trauma. You know, even if you don't go to the a very serious level like molestation, this and that, sexual harassment and other things. See, sometimes the parents are very rude to the child. They beat the child. Some children are hyperactive, they do mischief. And for each and every small mistake the child makes in the house, the mother is beating ruthlessly or the father is shouting at the child. Like that. And it is creating a wound in the mind of the child, which is the childhood trauma. And when the child is growing up, she may study well, she may not perform well in the school, she may not perform well in the college. Assuming that she is good in her studies, she is getting a good job, she is going to get married. People are arranging for her marriage. Now, will she have interest in getting married? No, because the childhood trauma has made a very bad impression on her mind. And at that age itself, her chakras were corrupted, blocked because of the fear, because of the guilt. So many unknown fears get into her mind. Now it affects the conscious mind, and slowly, gradually, it affects her subconscious mind. So, when she grows up into an adult, will she be able to lead a normal life? Definitely not. Definitely not. Even if small misunderstanding happens, we get upset. So, as a child, if the child is exposed to sexual harassments and intimidations, how will the child be? Definitely, will it not affect the chakras? First, the chakras are affected. Then, how can she become a normal person? Only by healing her chakras. All the negative impressions must be removed from her mind. You can take the child to a psychiatrist. You can give counseling. Those things will cure to some extent. But 100% cure if you want, then you should go for chakra healing. I can tell you a lot of examples. Here I want to highlight the importance of removing the limiting beliefs. I am sure all of you know what are limiting beliefs. Let me give you an example. A boy is growing up in the family, and the family consists of only three: father, mother, and the child, a male child. And the parents are below the poverty level. The father is having some daily wages, and he is every day drinking and coming. In the night he is coming and he is beating his wife. The wife is not educated. She cannot go for a job. She cannot earn. So, even to feed the three mouths, it is difficult. And the boy who is seeing this every day happening in his house, when the child is growing, how will he feel? Will he feel secured? Will he feel happy? Not only that, what he is seeing from his subconscious, from his conscious mind, these things will go into the subconscious mind. It becomes a deep-rooted feeling, a negative emotion. He will think that this is what is happening in everybody's house, and this is what his life is going to be when he grows up also. It is a limiting belief. Why? It is a belief. Why is it limiting? It is limiting him from growing properly. Meaning, it is a myth. It is not a truth. It is not a truth that all the men are drinking and coming and will beat their wives. It is not that. It is happening in some family. It is happening in his family. But he tends to develop the wrong belief that life is going to be a torturous one. How my mother is getting tortured by my father. So he grows up into a pessimist, total pessimist, a sadist. Then how can be of some use to the society? Will he be a normal man? Never. He can't. Because the childhood trauma or the limiting belief, what he has got impressed in his subconscious level, this has already eroded his chakras. Then, unless you remove these things from his chakras, that is, this is what you call as the blocks. Unless you remove the blocks from his chakras, he can never lead a normal life. He can never be a normal person. So, I feel you can understand it in a better way. So, I strongly believe, and not only that, see, if the mind is affected, the child may not study well. His friendship with his classmates and schoolmates will not be proper. He will shrink himself. He will become an introvert. In so many ways his limiting belief is going to affect his life. Got it? So, by healing the chakras, we not only heal the body ailments, we can heal the negative emotions which are embedded in our childhood, or which are embedded based on the negative karmas what we have done, or the negative limiting beliefs which have been passed down from generation to generation. Even that matters. These negative beliefs, limiting factors, they get embedded in the DNA. They get embedded in the chakras. You understand? So, and see, there are so many advantages of learning and doing chakra healing. Okay, you heal your chakras, right? The mind is free, then body is free of ailments, diseases, and so the person is able to lead a normal life. So, just by healing the chakras, the physical as well as mental difficulties can be overcome. Whether you call it trauma or a negative limiting belief or whatever it is, these things must be removed at the root level. Otherwise, it persists throughout the person's life. It persists. Okay, and chakra healing can be learnt, and we can do it by ourselves. You don't have to depend on anybody else for that. It is your own chakras, you heal it, and you lead a happy life. Okay, so this is the importance of learning the chakra healing methods. So there are many techniques. You can learn the techniques, you can correct all your chakras, and you can be happy. You can lead a normal life. Okay, I hope you understand this. May God bless all of you.